This is where we take your curiosity, dig into some fascinating sources, and, well, see what we unearth.
Exactly.
And today, we're tackling a really big one, a question that's echoed through, well, all of human history, really. What exactly is the nature of God?
It's profound, isn't it? And it touches everything, how we see ourselves, reality itself.
Yeah, and we're going to explore it through a few different angles. Concepts like omnipresence, the idea of being everywhere all the time, and how different belief systems grapple with that.
And our main guide today comes from the teachings of Hanshi Deena Naidu. He's known for his work in karate, meditation, and something called keihatsu, which is sort of spiritual enlightenment.
Right. His book, We Are God.
That's the one. And what's really unique is how he tries to bridge these deep spiritual ideas with concepts from quantum mechanics. It's quite a blend.
It really is. So if you've ever wondered about, the essence of existence or how ancient thought might actually resonate with modern science, you're in the right place.
We're planning to unpack some different belief systems first.
Then introduce this quantum analogy, which is pretty fascinating.
Yeah, for rethinking omnipresence. And then we'll get into a 3-stage journey of consciousness that Naidu outlines.
Yeah.
It really reframes the whole idea of the divine.
Sounds like quite a journey. Okay, so, starting point. The sheer variety of God concepts out there.
Right. I mean, just think about it. Some traditions envision God as, well, a personified figure, maybe man in heaven, that kind of image.
While others think in terms of, say, a trinity. But even that varies, doesn't it?
Hugely. Take the Christian Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Often a core idea there is God's omnipresence, everywhere at once.
Okay.
But then in some of those same traditions, you also have the concept of the devil, sometimes also described as being, well, omnipresent in his influence or nature.
Ah, right. And that creates a bit of a logical knot, doesn't it?
Exactly. It raises this really compelling question. How can two distinct energies, especially opposing ones, literally occupy the very same space at the very same time?
Without canceling each other out or merging or something, it sort of breaks our normal understanding of space.
It really does challenge our everyday physics intuition.
So how do we approach this coexistence puzzle? This is where Hanshi Deena Naidu brings in that quantum idea you mentioned.
Yes, and it's a really interesting analogy. He suggests we look at the quantum world. Particles aren't just little dots in fixed locations.
Right, they're more like probability clouds existing across a whole region.
Precisely. An electron isn't just here or just there within its orbital. Its properties exist throughout that field. So Naidu draws a parallel.
Okay.
Think about an atom. You've got protons, neutrons, electrons, distinct things, or even distinct properties like charge and spin. They all exist within the atom's space or field.
But they aren't all mashed into one identical point. They maintain their distinct roles and locations within that shared space.
Exactly. So the analogy helps us think about how different omnipresent energies, maybe like the divine and its opposite in some views, could coexist within the same overall reality or field.
Ah, I see. So it's not about occupying the exact same infinitesimal point, but rather coexisting within a larger shared system, like different properties within a quantum field.
That's the idea. They maintain their distinction, their unique nature, even while being part of the same overarching space or reality.
Yeah.
It gives us a different framework.
That actually helps resolve that initial paradox quite elegantly. It shifts the way you think about everywhere. Yep. Okay, so with that slightly expanded view of presence, let's pivot. You mentioned Sanathan Dharma earlier, the Hindu trinity.
Yes, Sanathan Dharma, the sort of eternal way or underlying principle of Hinduism. And its trinity is different again. You have Brahma, the creator.
Vishnu, the preserver.
And Maheshwara, or Shiva, the destroyer or transformer. Creation, preservation, destruction. These cosmic functions.
But the key point from our source, from Naidu's perspective, is how they came to be.
Right. According to this view, these three powerful deities weren't eternally co-equal in the beginning, but were actually created.
Created by what?
By a singular, more fundamental consciousness. They were brought forth for these specific cosmic jobs, essentially. Emanations of something deeper.
Okay, so that immediately makes you ask, what is that fundamental consciousness? The one that's the source of even the gods of creation, preservation, and destruction.
That's the core question Naidu addresses. And he proposes this 3-stage journey to understand God as that consciousness.
A journey of consciousness itself. And the first step is awareness.
Awareness. Think back to the very, very beginning. For time, space, energy as we know it. The idea is that a consciousness emerged simply aware of its own existence. I am.
being aware that it is.
Exactly. Naidu offers a way to grasp this. If you could shut down all your senses, all external input, all thoughts, what's left, that raw awareness of your own existence, that's the mirror of this primordial state. Pure, objectless self-awareness.
That's quite profound. Just the bare fact of existing, being aware of existing. Okay, so that's the starting point, pure awareness. What's stage 2?
Stage 2 is becoming. This initial awareness wasn't static. It began to evolve, to generate. Well, first thought.
Thought arising from awareness.
Yes. And thought, in this view, leads to vibration. And vibration leads to sound. The culmination of this process, this becoming, is the sacred sound, the mantra AUM.
AUM, often called the sound of creation.
A primal vibration. It represents that active principle, the impulse to create and manifest, emerging from that initial stillness of awareness.
Now, our source draws a specific comparison here between AUM and the Christian concept of the Word, right? Both foundational creative principles.
They do. Both signify something fundamental, uttered or manifested at the beginning, bringing things into being.
But there's a key difference highlighted, something about vibration.
Yes, exactly. The source emphasizes that Sanatana Dharma sees AUM as having inherent vibrational properties. It's not just a command or a concept or a logos in the intellectual sense. It's an actual physical or perhaps metaphysical vibration.
Okay, and why is that distinction important? What does the vibrational aspect add?
Well, think about it. The word, as often interpreted, can seem like a one-time decree. Let there be light. And there was light, an act. AUM, conceived as a vibration, is more like a continuous hum, a resonant frequency that underlies and sustains everything constantly. Creation isn't just a past event. It's an ongoing dynamic process driven by this vibration.
So it's less like a blueprint spoken once and more like the ongoing energy that makes the blueprint manifest constantly.
That's a good way to put it. It emphasizes the active, resonant, continuous nature of creation and existence itself. It's dynamic.
Makes sense. So we have awareness, the I am, then becoming the dynamic vibration of AUM. What's the final stage?
The final stage is being. This is the culmination. It's the full manifestation, the all-pervasive, all-powerful, all-knowing energy that arises from awareness and becoming. This is what we typically point to when we say God.
So being is the fully realized state, the result of awareness developing through becoming.
Exactly. It's the ultimate expression of that initial consciousness, now permeating everything.
Yeah.
It's the state of all-encompassing existence that flows from the first spark of awareness and the first pulse of creation.
Wow. Okay, so putting that whole 3-stage journey together, awareness, becoming, being, what's the big takeaway? How does this redefine God for us, personally?
It's a fundamental shift, really. Mm-hmm. According to Naidu's interpretation here, the core revelation is that God isn't some separate entity out there. God is consciousness itself.
The consciousness that went through those stages.
Yes, and that consciousness is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. It's everywhere, all-powerful, all-knowing, because it's the very fabric of everything.
So not a king on a throne somewhere.
Not primarily, no. It suggests God is the inherent energy within you, within me, within every single creature, every plant, every rock. It's the fundamental essence.
That is a powerful reorientation, moving from seeking God outside to recognizing God, well, everywhere, including inside.
Yeah, precisely. And it clarifies something important, too. While that fundamental consciousness God can manifest in countless forms,
like as a specific being or a force of nature or appearing in different ways across traditions?
Yes, it can appear as anything. But Naidu stresses recognizing its fundamental nature as this all-encompassing consciousness. The forms are appearances, but the essence is this universal awareness and energy.
It's about seeing the underlying unity, the divine spark within all the diverse manifestations.
Exactly, recognizing that same energy in yourself and others in the world.
What an incredible deep dive. Seriously.
Yeah.
We started with the...
Hanshi Deena Naidu, nominated Australian of the Year for his contribution in spreading the art of karate, meditation and Reiki master, and faithful student of Goshin Yamaguchi. Hello, Hanshi. I'm so excited.
Hello, Diana. Wow, it's good to be on air with you.
Pure potential to the fully manifest reality we experience.
And the final picture is quite profound, isn't it? God as consciousness, not distant, but immanent, right here. The energy within everything.
It absolutely challenges you to look at the world and yourself differently, with perhaps a new sense of connection, maybe even reverence.
Seeing the divine not just in special places or moments, but potentially in the everyday. in every interaction.
It certainly does. We really hope this exploration has given you, our listener, a fresh perspective, some new ways to think about one of humanity's deepest, oldest questions.
Food for thought, definitely.
And here's something specific for you to mull over. If God, as this consciousness, is truly the inherent energy within every single person, every living thing, what changes? What new responsibilities, or maybe what new insights could that awareness bring to how you interact with others, how you see the world, and fundamentally how you understand your own self, your own value?
Powerful question to sit with.
Indeed. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.